So there's a serious thing that I need to talk about, and I just need to bring it up, which is that there's something in the Islamic religion, Islam, where they say that if you convert from Islam, the penalty of converting is death. It's a very harsh thing, and I'm sure most people around the world, no one should agree with that. Absolutely no one should agree that if you change your belief, you have to die for it. The problem is that is what they believe. Now, it's an inverted religion. It's a religion that insults me, the goddess, their mother. I am their mother. I am their maker. I am their creator. And it insults me in every way because it teaches that if you want to show your hair, if you want to show skin, then you're basically a slut and you're not respectful, and it's very insulting to me. Their Islamic beliefs and their traditions and what they choose to wear because they think that's what it takes to be modest. I am a modest person. I'm a modest person because I'm not greedy. I don't just seek money. I don't just seek power. I don't just seek wealth. I am a modest person because I live a modest lifestyle. But they have turned the word modesty into wearing disgusting clothing and just having a sense of an alternate sense of reality that is actually quite offensive to me, because I'm pretty sure if I were to dance in the way that I dance, a lot of them would think that, they would say nasty things about me, and it's insulting. Now they might turn it around and they might say that I'm the one that's being insulting to them, but at the end of the day, I'm their maker, and they're not my maker, and yeah, and there is this belief that they have, which is not something I believe, which is that if you convert from one religion to another, you should die for it. I don't believe that. But at the same time, there's an inverted religion. So whatever I don't agree with is what they agree with. And because they agree that if someone converts, they deserve to die for it, then if in the future they find out about me, if in the future they believe in me and they believe that I am God and they too convert, then why should they not suffer the penalty of what they used to think was right? There's a lot of things in the Islamic religion that is not right. And the penalty of worshipping something that is very not right, not just a little bit not right, but very not right, is that you have to face the consequences of your own belief. If you believe that it's fine to kill someone or completely have nothing to do with them if they convert, if you believe that that's okay, then if a day comes where you convert, where you change, why should people around you not treat you in the same way that you believed that others should be treated? That is the point of it. And they have something that I don't believe with, but the fact that they have it, I feel like there's a reason for it. The whole religion insults me. The real God, it insults me. And I feel like the penalty for worshipping such an incorrect religion should be death. But the problem is, you can't kill every Muslim in the world because there's a lot of Muslims. There's a lot of Muslims, and and you can't do that. So what you do is you say anyone who converts, they deserve to die. And they eat chicken, they eat meat that has been slit by its throat and then hung upside down until the blood comes out of it. That's kind of a form of suffering. Like, I suppose if you don't know that there's a better way of killing, like a faster way, a zap in the head or whatever, if whatever is the fastest way to kill something, that should be considered right. That's what I would consider right, but they don't. They think that it's fine to do a little bit of torturing before the animal dies. 'Cause that is torturing. I couldn't slit the throat of a pig or anything. I might be able to shoot it in the head. I'm a meat eater. I eat meat. I would shoot a pig with some sort of gun, but I don't think I could slit its throat. I would, and maybe Darla would have been able to, because she was more savage. But yeah, I don't think I could. But they can, and they don't. It's not only that they can, but they actually choose that as the better method. So it's almost like they like the idea of there being a little bit of suffering behind, their food's death. And a lot of the things in the religion I don't believe in, but yeah, I feel like it's there for a reason. It's been created this way for a reason. Now I think God does want them all gone, all gone, but you can't do that because there's way too many of them. So by saying that if anyone converts, they desire to die, they have to die for it. I think it's part of a way, God's way of saying that I want this whole religion, I want them punished, but for believing in an inverted religion. But yeah, it's also the TikTok song by Kesha, who I call the Angel of Temptations. I don't like her because in 2013, I was suffering. I was suffering every single day. I was seeing singers. I was going on online. I can't remember which. I don't think I even had an Instagram back then. But I was going online and I was seeing a lot of songs that they were doing. And they seemed to be linking to things that I was like. I would do something and then watch something, and it find that it would be linking to what I was doing. And I think that it happened a lot that I was linking to the singers and linking to I don't know. It was very, very bizarre and it was horrible. I thought they were setting something up. I didn't go online and tell people about my religion because I was looking to see what I was seeing on YouTube. And it all seemed to link to me. And I just thought they already knew. I thought like maybe I was like the last to wake up and I just needed to wait a few months or perhaps till Christmas. And when Christmas came, I actually did I had the lamest attempt to try and kill myself because I was like, if nothing happens by midnight, I'm gonna kill myself. And then by 3 o'clock in the morning, I was like, okay, I've got to take all these take eat all these paracetamol pills, and hopefully I will wake up in the morning. I made it to 3, so I didn't actually do a very good job before falling asleep. But yeah, it was an awful, awful time, and then I started, hating a lot of the songs because that Kesha song, she in case you didn't know about that one was done before I woke up, but there was a lot more new ones that started to come up where they were portraying me as a slut and portraying me as in a really negative light, and I was convinced that I was convinced that they did that because they knew like Christ was here. They knew that I don't know what they knew, but they were definitely doing things, and they were changing the dates on the songs to make it look like it was done before me, before I found out who I was. And yeah, it was a very horrible thing, and I started to hate the singers and started to hate this horrible portrayal of me, such as the TikTok song. But yeah, the truth is, when I was in uni, I went through that experience of just wanting to have fun. I mean, I knew the world was pretty shit, and being drunk made things better because you don't care about things when you're drunk. And so there is an attitude in that TikTok song that Kesha did that I liked, that I agreed with, that was like me. But yeah, if people, Muslim particularly, knew that God or Christ was like that, um, well, they wouldn't see them as Christ. They would see them as some whorish, sluttish monster or whatever. And you know what? Maybe I wasn't the best of person, but I was happier being drunk. I was happier being free. I was happier being myself. And then it feels horrible now to think that if I was to be like that, they would insult me massively, and they would also accuse me of insulting them for saying that their clothes sense is horrible. And it's like a tablecloth. They walk around with a tablecloth, and I don't understand why they cover their hair or why they feel a need to to cover up and to I know it's not good to be raped or anything, and but why should guys rape someone just because they're not dressed with a tablecloth all over them? I mean, I don't know, that's I think that's an insult. That the way that women dress in the Islamic culture is an insult to men. It's an insult to women. It's an insult to humanity. It's an insult to everything. And God particularly. If I'm God, that is it. And that is how you have to dress to be modest. Well, it's an insult to me because I'm not going to dress like that. And so it's like you're saying that you think I'm not modest or not respectful or whatever. So, but yeah. Um, yeah, and the belief that you should die because of changing your religion, that's definitely not something that I believe. But if they believe it, then why should they not die for the penalty of their own beliefs? That's how I see it. And I think if I do go into a Big Brother house, okay, on one hand I want to act nice and stuff, but yeah, if I do show a Kesha side of me, and people want to hurt me because of it, then I feel like that's something that needs to happen, because um, technically, if all someone wants to do is just get drunk and go to parties, okay, might be a bit of a waste of a life, but it's not actually hurting anyone else. How Kesha is in that TikTok video, it doesn't hurt other people, it hurts herself. You're probably going to wake up with a big headache, and it's not very healthy, and it's not very safe either. Being like that, you could end up being locked up in a basement because of it. But hey, that's exactly what I want. So, or not necessarily a basement, but um, definitely I want to be tested, to see if I am acting a bit chaotically or whatever. Um, do I really deserve to be insulted for that? And if there are people, is there going to be people all over the world that insult me or call me disrespectful for acting like that? I am controlled. Um, yeah, except for when it comes to Cardi B. I think I'd be hard. It'd be hard to control that side of me. Um, but anyway.